Aloha, Scott Sylvan Bell coming back from Sacramento, California, July 24th, 2016, 2:46 in the afternoon. Perfect day to talk about sales. And today I want to specifically talk to you about price objections. Now, first off, you go to any negotiation class, they always teach you to complain about price. Always, right? You're always shop around, always complain about price. The second thing you need to understand is when you don't have value built, price is really what is the determining factor. And this confuses a lot of salespeople because what they do is they think that they're building value, but they're talking to themselves while they're dealing with the person that's buying, okay? So a lot of times, salespeople do not engage buyers enough. It becomes a show up and throw up contest. It just comes to one of those points where the salesperson just talks and hopefully the buyer at the end answers without any objections and they sell it. And if there are objections, they just discount and get out. Really, the best thing for you to do is have a lot of interaction and have that buyer talk to you about their product, their service, their pain, their risk, in the case of whatever's going on, and get them to open up about what's going on. And this takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort, but a lot of salespeople are lazy and they don't want to do it. This is where you come in because you can go in and you can scoop up all that money and take their lunch money that they're not willing to do. So in the absence of value, it always becomes about price. So this process for you means you're going to have to ask a lot of questions. And I'm repeating this again for a very specific reason because it is so important to understand of asking the buyer, hey, look, I understand that you want a product, a service, a widget or gizmo, and you want all these things involved, but is XYZ important? Yes, it is. Okay, it may cost more. Is 1, 2, 3 important? Oh, okay, it is, but it's probably going to cost you more. And they understand you don't have to keep going through this process, but it takes the matter of asking the questions like, is this still important to you? Yes, it is. And salespeople, when I work with them, they'll say, hey, Scott, why do I need to do that? Why do I just need to repeat back information that we already know? It's because, first off, it shows that you're listening. And second off, it means that you're taking the time that other salespeople don't. And this is one of the ways that you collect their lunch money. Take a little bit more time with the buyer and figure out what's going on. Now, a lot of times, there are the instances where people will say, you know what, I'm only shopping on price. It's nervous energy from the beginning of a sale. They don't know what to say. They don't know what they're supposed to talk about. You as a sales professional, I don't know how many times you go through a sales call. When I was doing in-home sales, I did it 3 times a day, at least 3 times a day for 10 years. So you figure that out. I did a lot of sales calls. I've written with salespeople now for the last 6. So you figure out how many times I get to see this, and it plays out almost all the time. People will say, hey, you know what, we're not buying today. It's nervous energy. There's plenty of times where they buy today just because enough value was built, enough explanations were given, enough time was given to the buyer. So you sit down with the buyer and they say, hey, we're letting you know we're shopping on price. That's not always true. They don't know what to tell you. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They don't want to be taken advantage of. Take some time with people. It's easier to deal with a price objection than matching price and discounting. And no, it's going to be okay. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.